Welcome to Boxing on this Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Tartaglia. It is Breeders' Crown Elimination Weekend from Mohegan Sun Pocono, and I know I'm excited, and I hope you are too. We have 24 eliminations, 2-year-old events going on Friday, 3-year-old and up events going on Saturday, and some exciting matchups, including Six Pack versus Wolfgang, Manchego versus Atlanta, and Fatosive. And then we get the international trot winner, which I'll tell you who that is in just a moment, heading to the Breeders' Crown. Exciting action from Pocono this Friday and Saturday night. So let's get started. So first, last week, it was an exciting time in the Yonkers International. Cruzada della Noche coming home. Brian Sears driving wins the Yonkers International and the $1 million purse and takes home a nice 20 points. Won't do so good with the point standings, but Cruzada de la Noche and taking over in this mile and a quarter affair and goes from the Yonkers International into the Open Trot Eliminations this Saturday night. So we'll be seeing more of him here in the States this weekend and possibly next. Going into the Breeders' Crown 2-year-old events start the weekend. They will be on Friday night. So looking at the Colt pace eliminations, we have a nice spread out 3 eliminations. So top 3 in each of them will advance. Mango gets an elimination all to himself, the smaller of the two. But we have our points leader Stag Party facing with the third points horse working on a mystery in that third elimination, while Captain Crunch gets some tough horses with semi-tough, who is our sixth in points, Yacht Week and Proof, all of which have the ability to pace very well. But we'll have 3 eliminations for those. Most of the races will only have 2, but we get 3. Why not? Let's get some more harness racing action. So in the 2-year-old Colt pace eliminations, we'll see who can come out on top. We have a possibility of all 5 of our all 4 of our points leaders, Captain Ahab not going, advancing here. We'll see if we can get all 4 of them home. As for the Philly pace eliminations on Friday, we have we have the top 4 in our points going, top 4 advancing each elimination, plus a 1 5th place finisher. So whoever has the most seasonal earnings of our 5th place finishers will advance as well. So there will be 9 in the final. That's how it's going to be for all of the races this next weekend. So anyone that has 2 eliminations, it will be top 4 advance plus the highest earner of the 5th place horses. Going elimination 1, Treacherous Rain and Prescient Beauty face off, the 3rd and 4th points earners. They have Sylph Hanover in there as well with Annie Hall and Queen of the Pride. While elimination 2, it's Tall Drink Hanover and Zero Tolerance going with Renaissance Lady K, who is rolling strong, a winner not too long ago in Harris, Philadelphia. So some very good talent going in that second elimination. As for the 2-year-old Colt Trot eliminations, are all of 4 of our top 5, the 4 that are going, all are in the second elimination. As I said, top 4 advance plus 1 extra. So it's possible to get all 5 of them in, all 4 of them in, but all 4 will be trotting in the same elimination. Green Manalishi, Super Shizel, Kings County, and Can Tab Fashion. Looking at the first elimination, though, the big one would be Brady Bunch for me. Brady Bunch is going to be a very strong one here. Could be a threat to win the final if he can get past the eliminations. As for the 2-year-old Philly Trot eliminations, not too many of our top ones will be going here. We'll have, top 3 advance, not top 4 plus 1. Top 3 advance in each of these eliminations. The Ice Duchess going in the 3rd elimination. Star Rita going in the 1st. Whispering Oaks, Conway Kellyanne, Special Honor, they're all going up against Star Rita in that 1st elimination. Stella Jane's probably the best in the 2nd one, as is Princess Dio. And then the Ice Duchess gets a pretty easy road to the final. Cloud9 Fashion might be the only one threatening there. And now we head over to Saturday. So Saturday we'll start things off with we have some 3-year-old Colt pacing eliminations here. Top 3 in each advance. We have some familiar names. We have the Breeders' Crown winner from last year, Stay Hungry, who is also um, our Meadowlands Pace winner, and tried to go for the Triple Crown in the Little Brown Jug. We have Courtly Choice, Stay Hungry, the Cane Pace winner, Courtly Choice, the Meadowlands Pace winner. Both races at the Meadowlands. Courtly Choice, the Meadowlands, and Little Brown Jug winners. We have Dorset Duro Hanover, Lather Up, who's the North America Cup winner. A lot of talent going for our top 4 points all here. Stay Hungry and Lather Up get the duel. Courtly Choice gets a tough test with American history, and this is the plan. Meanwhile, in that first elimination, Dorset Duro Hanover, Nutcracker Sweet, maybe the 2-1s, Think Big, Dream Big, who I always thought was a lot of talent, and see him return here could be for big things. I know the connections are hoping, and I'm sure that's why they put him in here. But some very good talent going in the 3-year-old Colt Pacing Limbs. We'll see who can come out. Top 3 advance. Can we get all of our top 4 home, or will someone shut them out? As for the 3-year-old Pilly Pace Limbs, all top 7 will advance of the 9. There is one elimination because Kissing in the Sand and Baron Remy took the first round buys. Kissing in the Sand was already granted one based on earnings. You Are My Candy Girl and Alexis Power were second and third in those earnings. Both of them elected to go in the elimination to get a pace under their belt before the final. Could be a smart move. We do have You Are My Candy Girl going, who is our second in points behind Kissing in the Sand, a Breeders' Crown winner already. Double A Mint, Alexis Power, 2 other ones that have earned in the top 5 for points. Of course, Kissing in the Sand, who's been sensational this year, takes the bye, as does Baron Remy, who won the Courageous Lady last week. As for the 3-year-old Colt Trotters, the duel of Six Pack and Wolfgang is on in the second elimination. Six Pack and Wolfgang were 2 of the best early on. They get to go against Crystal Fashion and Breeders' Crown winner $50 Bill, who won the 2-year-old Colt Trot last year. Then in the first elimination, it's Mets Hall and Tactical Landing, going at it with You Know You Do and Lawmaker and Evaluates. A lot of horses that were going for the for the Hambletonian in those eliminations come here, as is expected. But a lot of talent going in the Colt Trots. Of course, they don't have to worry about Atlanta here, so a little bit easier test for many of them. As for the Philly Trots, Plunge Blue Chip has pretty much an elimination all to herself. Savoyora might be the second best one there, but it's Plunge Blue Chips all the way. Meanwhile, the second elimination, not so easy. Manchego, a Breeders' Crown winner already, goes against Atlanta, Supergirl Riley, Fatosive. Manchego's been getting the best of Atlanta thus far, but can Manchego hold on? The winner here, the 2 winners of these eliminations will most likely be the points leaders in the division going into the final, assuming that they are within reach, as it is a 15 points to the winner. Manchego only has a 5-point lead over Plunge Blue Chip and Atlanta. Would end up in a tie. So if Manchego finished second, and Plunge Blue Chip and Atlanta both won, that would put us in a very nice spot, a 3-way tie on top of the points heading into the Breeders' Crown final. As for the Philly and Mare Pace eliminations, we have 2 of them, top 4 plus 1 advance. We have a dual Breeders' Crown winner in Pure Country, a former Breeders' Crown winner in Call Me Queen Bee, both going in that first elimination against Diva's Image. While the second one, Chartin, who has been dominating this division, gets Blue Moon Stride, Nike Franco, Caveat Alley, and Tequila Monday, but it just looks like towering over this field. Probably should roll through eliminations and even more easily roll through the final en route to what is easily a division crown and possibly horse of the year. As for the open trot eliminations, dual Breeders' Crown winner and last year's Open Trot winner, Hannelore Hanover, reigning horse of the year, goes in elimination 2 against Homicide Hunter and Dunbar Hall and will take charge. Meanwhile, on elimination 1, we get Mary Marauder and Guardian Angel against Cruzada de la Noche, who won the International Trot last week, and Pinkman, a former Breeders' Crown winner himself, Hamiltonian winner, trying to right the ship and get a win here. Still knocking at the door. As for the filling their trot eliminations, the last set of eliminations we will have this weekend, we get Ariana G, who already has 2 Breeders' Crown wins and would love to win a third one. Been climbing up the ladder. 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, now trying to go for the older. Would have to face off with Ice Attraction and a Breeders' Crown winner in Emoticon Hanover in that first elimination. Meanwhile, we get Broadway Donner and Dream Together facing off once again. How many times has that happened? Broadway Donner, a Breeders' Crown winner herself, trying to take home another one on the day. So, looking to get to that final. Could be a matchup of 3 Breeders' Crown winners in the final if all 3 of them come out. Now, we already have one final set. It's the Breeders' Crown Open Pace. There are only 8 of them going in the final, even though this is one of our larger divisions. So we're all set. No eliminations this week. Heading right to the final next week. McWicked, who's leading this division with 127 points, has just been dominant. The Ben Franklin, the All Edge Farm, the W.R. Houghton Canadian Pacing Derby, and many more wins this year. But does get some tough talent. Lazarus, the Wonder from Down Under, won the Dan Patch in the Hoosier Pacing Derby, had a scratch out of last week's race at Yonkers, but should be ready for the open pace. We also see Filibuster Hanover, who had some really good wins early, the Confederation Cup and the Commodore Barry, but hasn't gotten a win, a big win since May. Meanwhile, Don't Tell Me Again, been the exact opposite, knocking on the door early, the Graduate Pace winner in July, Dayton Pacing Derby winner just last month. All of them key wins. Now, look at All Bets Off to do something well in the final. Could be one to put underneath. Already has a win here at Pocono in the Ben Franklin elimination. Meanwhile, McWicked has experience at this track, likes running on these small tracks. Winner of the Ben Franklin back in July. This is going to be a thrilling event. The Breeders' Crown Open Pace. We'll see that next week, October 27th, correct the date. So final will be next week. It will be a larger point spread than usual. Instead of the 30 points that goes to the winner for all the other Breeders' Crown events, because there is no eliminations, we'll take in the 15 points, adding to the 30, 45 points up for grabs here. Is that enough to turn the tables? It's enough to close in. Filibuster Hanover and Rock and Ron, and really pretty much any of those bottom 4 with a win puts them at least in striking distance of McWicked with about 2 races left to go. So we'll see, but it looks like McWicked has just enough of a lead to hold on, especially after winning last week at Yonkers. So enjoy the Breeders' Crown eliminations this weekend. Next Wednesday, we will recap those races, look forward to the finals, and see who will come out top in the Breeders' Crown. I'm Mike Tartaglia. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at MJTags11 for my free picks, analysis, and insights each week. And then don't forget to visit Tagline Sports at tagline-sports.com for all your sports and betting reports. That's where a lot of harness racing will be going for next year. Next year, most of my harness racing reports will be on Tagline Sports, as will my Thoroughbred and Breeders' Cup information for all of your horse racing needs, as well as other sports. I have college football out there. I'll be having professional football out there soon. So lots to read up on there. With that, have a nice night. I'm Mike Tartaglia, and this has been Boxed In.